I did an evaluation of the contenders and I am the best choice.
From the ashes of the war began the Reconstruction, and nothing seemed to stand in the way of the Transcontinental Railroad. The works to cross the continent from the west had already begun several years before in California. An idea, once viewed with skepticism, soon became a project of great public interest, and with each mile of track laid, the hope of uniting America from east to west grew. Yet the climb from California over the snow-covered mountain passes into the inhospitable landscapes of Nevada proved to be one of the greatest engineering challenges of its time. So this is the plan. We come from the west through the Sierra Nevada. The Union Pacific Railroad crosses the Rocky Mountains from Rock Springs in the east. Our track meets north of Salt Lake City, and so the transcontinental connection is complete. As simple as that. But I'm still stuck here in Washington. The rights to laying tracks in Utah territory are still pending, and I have to hold some talks. And as for Collis Potter Huntington, I have a lot of persuading to do with my wallet. So you will start by laying the foundation of the Central Pacific Railroad. The Union Pacific Railroad is our major competitor. If they reach the meeting point before us, Thomas Durant will just continue laying his tracks in our direction. This will mean that they will receive all the land rights and not us. Every single mile will be a disaster for us. In addition to that, I'm having a little supply problem as far as money is concerned. So I can't transfer quite as much to you as would be necessary for a good start. So you'll have to get money quickly. First, you should expand the rail network in the West as there is a great demand for transport facilities there. I have noted down some tasks for you in that regard. Complete them quickly, and we'll have enough capital to push on to the meeting point once the land rights have been sorted.
Hello, my dear. So we meet again. The Mississippi didn't appeal to me as much anymore, and besides, I wanted to visit my old boss from Chicago. She now has several pretty cottages along the coast.
Hello, hello! Close the pressure regulator, check the pump, refill the water, and off we go! I hope you have an exciting journey!
The many farms you've connected to the rail network will bring us lots of transport requests. We could do with the money.
Ah, you still haven't understood that this town only needs one station. Mine.
I've taken a closer look at the numbers. Splendid. This cash surplus is impressive. But I have some good news for you, too. My endless negotiations have finally been a success. Washington has finally agreed. We can expand our network into Utah territory. This will allow us to connect Promontory Point, our meeting point.
Invest a little in your train's reliability.
Reach the meeting point as quickly as possible, but too much worry is unhealthy. Shouldn't you also leave a bit of room for more efficient rail systems? I thought so back then. And a few years later, I had gotten tired of Chicago. I needed a change, so I sold everything to my friend Marion and decided to put my talents to another use. Many rich cutthroats were investing in the railroad, so I thought I can do that too.
Hats off! Your rail network has now reached a total length that will make our competitors sit up and take notice.
Oh no, it looks like one of your trains has a problem.
You have created the first express connection between Los Angeles and San Francisco. The journey time along the West Coast has decreased dramatically.
You really should pay more attention to the maintenance of your locomotives.
To good neighbors. Oh, I didn't know that things were going so bad for your business.
You have transported the first passengers from San Francisco to Promontory Point. A journey like that would have been inconceivable until recently. The final hammer strokes at the meeting point of the Central Pacific Railroad and Union Pacific Railroad sparked a storm of enthusiasm across the nation. The time of dangerous ship passages, sluggish river transports, and exhausting wagon journeys was over. Despite all obstacles and dangers, a link between the East and the West was forged. Goods and passengers could now travel unhindered from the Pacific to the Atlantic. In the years that followed, there were still many perils and crises to overcome. But on this day, the foundations for an era of unknown growth and prosperity were laid.